Some of you have the enemy so perplexed right now because you've been getting spells put on you. You've had people coming up against you, monitoring spirits. You've had all kinds of, you've had people trying to take away from you that which belongs to you. And yet you've still been succeeding and you've still been making it. Hello, Light Warrior. It's Bashan here. The Holy Spirit placed it in my spirit that no matter what comes up against the chosen one, it's what's in you that has you succeeding. It's your charisma, it's your spirit, it's your personality, it's your heart that leads you to completing your mission, because somehow your good heart always aligns you in positions that help you, to put you in positions to where God needs you to be, regardless of who's trying to make you tired, who's trying to make you forget, who's trying to take away your gifts. The way I got this word is I was watching that movie, The Little Mermaid, the newer version, last night. Man, I really enjoyed that version. But one of the things I saw in this movie was when Ursula, she wanted Ariel's gifts. And so she was monitoring Ariel through her bubble, and she would send her monitoring spirit fish to spy on Ariel. And so she knew Ariel's weaknesses by spying on her. And this is another thing too, the entrance point in which she got Ariel, which she says in the movie, she said, "This is so easy. I'm going to get her through this way." It's her obsession with humans. So it's how the enemy uses our vulnerabilities and weaknesses as entrance points. She knew that by monitoring Ariel. And so she knew that Ariel had this weakness for humans, so she knew that she could get in that way. So that's a specific point there that I wanted to mention on how the enemy uses those certain things as vulnerabilities as an entrance point. That's how, like, the eye gate and the ear gate and things of that nature, that's how that gate works, how it's an entrance to get in. But after she makes this deal with Ariel and steals her voice, Ariel still is able, she gives her 3 days, which that's a very biblical thing as well, the 3 days. And then after she gives her the 3 days, she puts a spell on her to make her forget that that her objective is to get a kiss, a true love kiss from the Prince Eric. And she puts this spell on her to make her forget that that's her objective in the mission. So it makes it even harder for her. But Ariel, she has these little secret animal helpers that are helping her along. So this is too like our angelic helpers that God sends us. And you do have these angelic helpers helping you through however the enemy is trying to pull you down, which I just put out a word that under these full moons this coming month of August, that there's going to be a vulnerability to that. So I just want to make you aware of that. The Holy Spirit wants you to make you aware of that, so that you can stay knowing what your objective is this month, so you don't forget, so you can have a very clear, discerning mind. You can pray for clarity and pray, that the enemy is not attacking you in this way. But regardless of the spell work, regardless of the attack, and regardless of the fact that Ariel doesn't have her voice, the enemy tries to take her voice, it's through her heart, her personality, and her charisma that she still is able to capture the prince's heart. And so it doesn't matter what the enemy tried to take from her in the end. In the end, she has everything she needs within inside of her, no matter who and what is coming up against her. And another thing about this point is Ursula comes up against Ariel not because of anything that she even wants from Ariel. It's to hurt her father. And so I really think that's an interesting point on chosen ones, why the enemy comes up against you. Sometimes it doesn't even have anything to do with you. It has more to do with who your father is, whether it's your father in heaven or a family bloodline or some type of power that's held within your family bloodline. And Ursula just really wants to hurt King Triton, and so he goes after Ariel and tries to take Ariel that way. Which, by the way, I'm sitting here and I've got Shen and Tiger with me, and so they're getting antsy in their kitty backpack. But I wanted just to let you know that no matter what the enemy tries to do to the chosen one, it won't work, because your heart, your personality, your charisma, what's inside of you can't be stopped. I love you. I hope this word brings you some encouragement and some clarity. Remember, we don't battle against flesh and blood, but against spiritual principalities seated in high places. And that's Ephesians 6. I love you, and I'll talk to you again later. God bless.